Hi, Peter from Mechanics Mate here. We're just today going to show off our engine stand. Alright, so what we've got is industrial gearbox, bearing assembly and a quick mount system that we have on here. On this particular one we rotate it with a cordless drill. We recommend the Milwaukee 12 volt because it's got the right amount of torque for it. Now how do you use it? Well, we have universal mounting plate. Comes in, slips in just like that. So if you have a look on the front here, you can see two bolts. What they do is when you bolt them up, they'll give that plate a nice little squeeze. Alright, and if we put these two side bolts in, and now if we turn it upside down, well, we don't even need to, it won't pull out. Alright, so what it does is they're your safety. So what the whole idea is, you want to remove and install. You take out the two side bolts, you back off the top and bottom one, so you've got about that sort of clearance, and out she slides. So this is our universal, comes with the arms, the standard type mounting plate. One of the great things about this is because you remove this out, you can now have engine specific plates like this one. This suits all Chevs, small block, LS, big block. This particular one suits Ford. So we have it for all different types of scenarios. Alright, so let's see how it all goes. So because we remove it, what we do, we mount the plate to the engine first. So get all your bolts started. Now what we've also done on here, we've got a larger diameter in there and a smaller one. So if you don't need to, use the small one against the face of the engine. If you have a thread with a dowel around the outside, then you'll need to put it in the other side, so they'll go over your dowel. Alright, so here we go. Let's get this started. You can see I'm going top first to hold it in centre, and then in the corners. Alright, just take the weight of it. Put this one inside of here. As you can see, we're using 5 mounting points. As standard, we'll supply you 5 spacers and bolts. Now, if you're in this particular one, we can use the 6 if we need to. It's not really necessary. Alright, we get them started. Now just drive them in with our big driver. What I'm going to do is going to tighten up with the Allen key. Make sure they're firm. Okay, that's done. Now what we're going to do, we're going to lower into position. So what we're going to do, engine stands, we've got nice heavy duty wheels on this. This stand we rate at 450 kilos, 1,000 pounds. The stand above this we rate at 2,000 pounds or 900 kilos, and it's rated roughly there. So yeah, centre of an engine. And now what happens is because we've got all this big gap in here, it allows you to put come in, put the back covers on, seals, and flex plate or flywheel. All right, just keep an eye on it and just watch. We're going to start to lower this down. I'm going to do it slowly. So now what I'll do is I'll just come across. That's coming down. You've had a second person here, you get them to control it going down, but anyway, here it is, we're just guiding it through. Now you can see you've got a nice little lead in there, so we don't have to have it perfectly right. Alright, that's going really well. I'm going to speed it up a little bit now. Oops. There we go. Alright. That's in position. So you can see on this, everything's nice and safe. What you want to do, get your side bolts in. Ratcheting ring. You want to make sure you've got weight on the engine while you're doing all of this, because otherwise you risk stripping the bolts and the threads into the main shaft. Alright, it doesn't have to go excessively tight. Alright, that's all firm. We'll take all the load off now. We'll go leave that strap on there because I'll show you how we take it off. Alright, so now we're ready to work on it. You can see she's nice and rigid. You go all the way around, stop anywhere you like. There we go. So I'm going to be a little bit funny now. I'm going to have the engine at a slight angle to remove it, so you can see that we do have a bit of allowance in there for the engine not being levelled and going in square and all that sort of stuff. And again, you'll see one person do this. It all makes it pretty easy. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to take the weight of that. I'll take those two side bolts out. Well, I've got the top one still done up. Won't worry about that for now. If you come on the back here, you can see the gap we've got in there now. So she's opened up, all right, and she's gone a little bit forward. And we have got weight on there. But not all the weight, but a fair bit. Alright, so now we're going to lift that up. Now, because it's a bit crooked, it may want to drag, so we're going to give it a little bit of a jiggle as it needs it. The great thing about this is your hands are free from any damage, any danger. So you can just grab onto those bars and give it a jiggle. Well, look at that. I thought we might have to jiggle. Anyway, let's spin this around a little bit more and we'll put it on. So we'll see how tough it's going to be. Got that lowering down slowly now again. Again, just guide it in like we did before. We could go faster, but I'll speed that up a bit. There you go. So as you can see, my hands are nice and safe, away from any danger. So the last thing you want to do is when you've got a heavy load, is to have your hands and fingers in the way. Alright, that's down. We'll do that back up again. So there are other engine stands with rotator on them. What makes ours different is that you bolt it up to the plate first. Imagine trying to line all these bolts up and not strip threads if you have to mount the engine to the engine stand. So this is our key advantage, obviously, and with the battery option, with the drill option in here, you can take it anywhere. We have an electric motor mount as well. You can use. That's great. It works equally as well. The disadvantage of that is you've got an extension cord running around. And they're all stainless steel construction, and yeah, this is high tensile steel. aluminium, industrial grade gearbox, stainless steel frame, heavy duty wheels. So it's all ready to go. That's Peter from Mechanics Mate, and that's our engine stand.